They say the best road trips you never take are the ones in your own backyard. And if your backyard is here in Minnesota like mine is, there's a particular road trip few people know about, let alone ever take a fall drive to see the leaves change and experience the living history of Minnesota through the multiple river towns that still have businesses in buildings that are close to 200 years old. I'm talking about the St. Croix River that borders Minnesota and Wisconsin, and in mid-October is the best time to experience this rather unknown road trip along the St. Croix Scenic Byway. And in this video, I'll be road tripping from Stillwater up to Taylors Falls to discover what makes each one of these places unique, and of course, I'm on the hunt for the most Minnesotan comfort foods you'll find in the eastern part of the state, served with just a touch of nostalgia. We're going to start our St. Croix River road trip right here in the birthplace of Minnesota. This is Stillwater. This town has been here for ever. And yet Stillwater is still known as one of those unsung tourist destinations here in Minnesota. Here you will find a handful of locally owned signature restaurants, old-time candy shops, and people come here to go shopping and antiquing in buildings that were built when Minnesota was only a few years old, and they still stand to this day. And here in Stillwater, there is one particular restaurant that I absolutely love, and that is Leo's Grill and Malt Shop. This diner has been here for the last 16 years, and they combine a mid-century feel with some of the best burgers you're gonna find up and down the river. And I know what you're asking. If Leo's is right behind me, then why am I walking away from it if we're gonna go try those burgers? I have no idea the answer to that question, so we're just gonna turn around and go check out Leo's. So right here we've got the 131 Deluxe Burger. Not really sure where 131 comes in. There's got to be a reason for it. I'll see if I can find out. But this is a perfectly simple classic burger served with American cheese, tomato, iceberg lettuce, onions, pickles, and their signature slightly smoky, tangy, and creamy 131 sauce. The burgers here, they're not huge, but they don't have to be. There's a lot of great burger places up and down this river, but here at Leo's, they do it in the classic diner style, which makes it just a little bit better. The patty is nice and thick. It's not like a thin smash burger. They're hand-pattied patties. You can't really say much more about this classic American burger. We're just gonna try this out. Oh man, that is just about as classic as a burger can get. There's a really nice bite to that 131 sauce. It's not like Thousand Island dressing that they just kind of call their own special sauce. It is their own special blend, and that's why I come to Leo's when I come to Stillwater. This may be my favorite burger that can be found along the St. Croix River, and it has everything to do with that sauce. Not only that, but just the overall atmosphere of this place takes you right back to the 1950s. They even have a retro 1950s TV behind me where sometimes they have 1950s cartoons playing. They don't now, a little disappointing, but just the overall feel of this place and how awesome the burgers are here. This, again, is one of my go-to places when I'm here in Stillwater. All right, so now that I've had the best burger in Stillwater, there's a place right over here called Barbara Ann's FUD Shop, and this place has been here for the last 39 years, and they boast the best chocolate turtles in Minnesota. We're heading in to find out how accurate that sign is. They have all these lunch boxes here. Look at this. Halloween 2 lunchbox. Okay, that is super cool. Bob Ross lunchbox. Jaws lunchbox. And down here we have our turtles. We have milk chocolate almond turtle, dark chocolate cashew turtle, milk chocolate cashew turtle. What one is the best one in Minnesota as per your sign?
Most people usually buy a pecan turtle and tornado turtle.
But all of these turtles are the best turtles in Minnesota. So these are all handmade. What is your name? Lisa, good to meet you. Wow. Okay, so we came to the right place. Can we try out the milk chocolate almond turtle? All right, so here it is, the best chocolate turtle in Minnesota. This thing is big, weighty, and heavy, and it only costs $6.40. We're just gonna try this out. Oh yeah, So as you can see, this is packed with caramel, big, huge chunks of almond. Usually when you get a turtle, it's mostly chocolate with just a little bit of filling. This is the exact opposite of that. But is this the best chocolate turtle in Minnesota? I'm gonna say yes. But that milk chocolate, that homemade caramel, this whole thing is homemade. And I'm telling you, that sign on the window out there that boasts that these are the best chocolate turtles in Minnesota, I gotta agree with them. All right, so this is the tornado turtle, and it's got 4 kinds of nuts. So it's got pecans, almonds, peanuts, and cashews, and sprinkled with sea salt. And I am a sucker for caramel with sea salt. I'm also kind of nuts for nuts. I'm just gonna dig in and try out the tornado turtle. Here we go. This is so amazing. If I didn't live here in Minnesota, I would drive across the country to come to Lisa's place here just to try her turtles. When her sign out there says the best chocolate turtles in Minnesota, that is no joke. These are absolutely amazing. You get that sweetness, but then when you lick your lips, you get that salty, and that whole combination of sweet and salty and nutty in one bite. These are, in fact, the best turtles in Minnesota. And I'm not just saying that because Lisa is now my new best friend. These are really delicious. So Lisa, you were telling me that you've been here since 1985.
Right. So my mom owned the shop, but I've been working for her ever since that time. And then I think around 2000 something, then I started to own it, but I'm still learning a lot of things. She had to teach me how it worked with paperwork and ordering and how to make it and stuff. And then
all the boring parts of running a chocolate business.
I have to do everything in here by myself.
Oh, wow.
Same location for 39 years.
Same location for 39 years.
Store, but I like to keep it personal.
Wow, well, this is a fantastic place you have. It was wonderful to meet you. You really do have the best chocolate turtles in Minnesota.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There are so many restaurants and treat shops in Stillwater, I could do an entire video just in that town alone, which I'll probably do one day. But the towns along the river north of Stillwater also have little gems as well. So our St. Croix road trip takes us further up the river to our next river town. So just about 10 miles north of Stillwater, you're gonna hit this cool little town. This is Marina St Croix, and right over here is a really cool restaurant, the Brookside Bar and Grill. Unfortunately, we happen to be here on a Tuesday. And this place used to be open on Tuesdays, apparently not anymore. So we're not gonna be able to go in and test out their food, but this restaurant is really neat because right over here there's a little waterfall, and then the creek, look at this, goes right underneath the Brookside Bar and Grill. But look at that, the creek goes right underneath the restaurant itself. And then it goes right through here, right under the road, right down to the St. Croix River. I really wish this restaurant was open because it is one of my favorite places to eat at when I'm here in Marina St Croix. However, this town is one of my favorite little towns along the St. Croix River. Look at this. This place is straight out of the early 20th century, right down to the Marine General Store right over here. Wait until you see this. This place takes you right back to the turn of the 20th century. And I don't think that this place has changed all that much since then. Look at this, you even have the candy counter over here. You've got the wooden shelves back here. And look at this, a computer system right out of 1920s America. Incredible. But back over here, you've got like camping gear over here, a whole grocery store over here, fruits and vegetables down there. But what makes this place particularly incredible is their bakery just over here. So this place also has a deli just over there, but in the basement they have a bakery where they make fresh baked breads and one thing that I always have to get when I come here. And that's these fresh baked ginger molasses cookies. And if you come over here, you can get your cup of coffee and your cookies, and all will be right with the world. A little cream, a little sugar, coffee is brewing, and fresh brewed coffee is ready. All right, so this is Gwen. You're one of the managers here.
Yes.
And you were telling me that you are celebrating
175th anniversary.
So this place has been here for 175 years.
Well, this building was built in 1870, but the business started in 1839, but it wasn't registered until 1849. So that's why we say it's 175 years.
So this business is older than the state of Minnesota?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that cool?
And how old is this building again?
1870.
1870, and it's still here, still functioning. Did it
Yeah.
ever shut down, or was it continuously functioning?
No, continuously. Yeah, through all the wars, the Depression, the Recession, COVID.
And yet somehow you still make the best cookies I've ever had.
That's exactly right.
But not only do they make the best cookies, they also make their own deli salads. And the deli is right back there, and the bakery is downstairs.
Correct.
I love this place. Let's meet back here in another 175 years and do another video.
Well, hopefully there will be a different manager.
Well, thank you so much. I'm telling you, is there anything better than a crisp fall day right along the river that's behind me, the fresh hot cup of coffee, and a homemade ginger molasses cookie that's made in a general store that is 175 years old. This is just about as perfectly Minnesota autumn as you can get, unless this was pumpkin spice. All right, let's just try these cookies. Oh man, that is one fresh, chewy, soft cookie. You know, if we're gonna talk about Minnesota history here, we need to talk about molasses, because 175 years ago, well, they didn't get a lot of sugar. They didn't have access to a lot of sugar that was coming out of the Caribbean. So what they would do to make treats sweet is they would use molasses, which is essentially a syrup derived from sorghum, which they used to grow probably just as much as any other crop in the farms that were popping up all over this river. And what you would do is you would take the sorghum stalks, you would put them into this machine that would squeeze all the juice out of them, and then you would boil down that juice into a nice brown, sticky, delicious concoction, and that concoction is molasses. So back 175 years ago, they probably would have had sweet, chewy molasses cookies just like this. Every time I take this road trip up the St. Croix, I always have to stop at the general store here and pick up one of their fresh baked ginger molasses cookies, and I am never disappointed. So from here, we're heading further up the river to another town that should be on every tourist's radar, and yet somehow it's not. We're heading up to Taylors Falls. So one of the things that you absolutely have to check out when you get here to Taylors Falls is this place. Here you will find the most unique geological formations anywhere in the world, and that is potholes. Basically these huge holes that have been carved into the rock by rushing water over eons and eons that carve these potholes into the rock, and some of them are so big you can actually walk into them. So here in Taylors Falls, there's a lot of really kind of kitschy little places to eat, and none is more kitschy than this place. It's simply called the Drive-In Restaurant. And this is another throwback to the mid-century when you would pull up to a restaurant in your car and a car hop would come and take your order right through your window and you would sit in your car and eat. And that's exactly what we're gonna do right here at this place. All right, so she has just given us our menu. We're gonna take a look at this. We've got burgers, we've got specialty items such as chicken breast sandwiches, honey mustard chicken, ooh, Frisco burger. They also have healthy choices, veggie burger, turkey burger. So the honey mustard chicken is grilled chicken.
It can be grilled or breaded.
Lettuce, tomato, barbecue, and honey mustard.
Yep.
So it has both barbecue and honey mustard at the same time?
Yes.
Ooh. Let's get that.
Okay.
And grilled, please.
Grilled. Do you want a basket or just the sandwich?
What comes with the basket?
Fries and a pickle spear.
Fries and a pickle spear. Let's do fries and a pickle spear.
Awesome. Any beverages today?
All right, so on the back here, you've got malts and shakes. Let's get strawberry.
There you go. Some
Look
napkins.
at that. Thank you.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, have a look at this strawberry malt. It's served in a frosted mug. Who serves things in a frosted mug anymore? I mean, where else can you get a frosted mug of strawberry malt There, fine. Where else can you get a frosted mug of strawberry malt like this served on a window tray? All right, we're going in, giving this a try. Oh man, that is so thick and so delicious. You know, every once in a while, you've got to treat yourself. You've got to forget all about the fattening, empty calories that something like this has and just sit back and enjoy it. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
No, I think this is good.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, look at this. This is a big basket of 1950s culture. We've got a big pickle spear, we've got crinkle cut fries, and we've got a chicken sandwich. So we've got a grilled chicken breast with barbecue and honey mustard dressing on it. On basically a basic white bread bun. And you can't forget the lettuce and tomato. All right, we're gonna try this out. You know, for a kitschy little drive-in restaurant, this isn't all that bad. The bun is nice and fresh, the chicken is thick, it's meaty. I was kind of skeptical about barbecue sauce and honey mustard sauce combined, but it actually plays very well with this sandwich. Tomato is fresh, lettuce is crispy. I'm pleasantly surprised by this place and how good this sandwich actually is. Usually when you go to a kitschy little place like this, you kind of don't expect the food to be as good as it, well, could be anywhere else. But this, again, not half bad. Let's give one of these fries a try here. Perfect. Crispy on the outside, nice and soft in the middle. Perfect amount of salt. You know, there are so many awesome road trips that you can take in Minnesota, whether it's along the north shore of Lake Superior or whether it's along the St. Croix River here or the Great River Road, or so many other really cool foodie road trips that you can take right here in Minnesota. Guys, comment below, let me know where the next foodie road trip here in Minnesota or anywhere else you would like to see me go. You know, it's interesting, I didn't intend for this to turn into like a 1950s retro diner road trip, but it just kind of seemed to turn out that way, and I have zero regrets about that. So guys, if you're hungry for more, check out that video right there. If you're starving for more, check out that playlist. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. You know, I do have my fishing rod with me. That river looks really inviting. I'm gonna go see if I can catch a big 50-inch muskie. Who am I kidding? It's gonna be a perch about that big.